scored just 7 runs in their last 5 games at Globe Life Field going back to last year. Jones swings and pops it up. Playable behind home plate. Higashioka comes back. Jonah Heim comes back and makes the catch. 1 up and 1 down here in the first inning. Game time weather brought to you by Clean Express Auto Wash, the official car wash of the Detroit Tigers. Fast, easy, clean, and free vacuums. 94 outside, 74 inside. First pitch is brought to you every game by McLaren Health, the official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers. Tigers come in at 59-40. The Rangers 50-49. The Tigers are facing a 29-year-old from Lamont in Illinois, Jacob Latz, making just his 3rd start of the year, but 22nd appearance.
Yeah, it's gone more than 5 innings just twice this year. The most recent was June 24th.
Gleyber Torres takes the first pitch, curveball low and outside.
Where Latz went 6 innings, threw a season-high 88 pitches. Latz has been tough on left-handed hitters, with left-handers hitting just 169. Relies mainly on 3 pitches, four-seam fastball, slider, and change.
Fly ball into left center field, and that ball is going to drop. On a line, softly hit. Duran came in, but he had no chance to grab it. We're perched high above home plate, and sometimes it is difficult to get the immediate read on a ball hit in the air to the outfield. Man on, a man out. That brings up Riley Green. So lefties hitting just 169, and there's 65 at-bats with no power. But Jacob Latz has made big improvements. He had a solid year out of the bullpen last year. He was a 1-inning-at-a-time guy last year. Now he's more long relief swing man. And he's made big improvements against righties. Fastball high and away to Riley Green. National television, Tigers getting picked a lot. That's what happens when you have the best record in the game. Swing and a miss. Cubs have moved a half a game ahead of the Tigers for that particular distinction, but Tigers now have been on national television a couple times during the day, a couple times now on Sunday night. There's another one coming up on Sunday night in Philadelphia. It's fun. It's going to make for a late arrival in Pittsburgh, but it means you're good. Fastball up on the 1-1. Makes it 2-1. Riley hitting 281. Hit his 25th home run last night, a new career high for him, besting his 24 home runs. Off the bag at first, fastball up. Riley somehow got to that shoulder-high fastball to foul it off on the third base side. This is a lefty you can run on. It's not a big stolen base total, but he's allowed 4 steals in 5 attempts in his 48 innings. Tigers looking for any opportunity to run. And they've had some in this series. 2 catchers with kind of low pop times. Green swings and taps it foul right at home plate. Very helpfully goes back and gets the ball on the ground, flips it to the bat boy. Rangers in the powder blue uniforms. They've had these uniforms for a few years, but I don't think we have seen them. They've got such a classic good home jersey that doesn't feel like this is a crying need to have a powder blue uniform, but
I don't mind these. They're better than your favorites they wore on Friday.
Ones on Friday. The City Connect. I think powder blue is one of those things. Toronto wears it, Kansas City wears it, obviously. Right. It's a personal preference. Not my favorite. It's a sharp-looking uniform. Powder blue pants, powder blue jerseys, script Rangers across the front in white outlined in red. No score in the first inning, a man on, a man out. Green waiting, swing and a foul out of play. He's wasted some good pitches, so he's trying to follow the Dan Petrie game plan.
There we go. Yeah, just going to say, Dan, this is the thing. Just have those long at-bats. Get that first inning pitch count up there. Tire them out a little bit. But in doing so, do a little bit of damage. Don't be just happy with them going 3 innings and 3 shutout innings. Score a couple runs.
Another 2-2, low and away. Riley will see at least 9 pitches in this trip to the plate. The 2 starts that Jacob Latz has made. Last one came on June the 24th at Baltimore's superb start. 2 runs on 1 hit in 6 innings of work. A little flip over to first. So you look at the velocity, his average velocity on its fastball, Dan, is 94.5, but always remember that out of the bullpen it probably is going to be a little bit higher. So it'll be interesting to see as a starter, is it going to be just a little bit lower?
As the pitch count rises, especially in this inning, if they can drive it up to 20.
3-2, swing and a miss. You got him with a very tight slider in the middle of the plate. But that was not a hanger.
And it's just not giving in. Again, they just circle Riley Green and just say, that guy is not going to beat me. I don't care if it's 3-2, it's the first inning. I'm not going to give him a cookie fastball right down the middle. I've got too much respect for him. Pulls the string, Riley out in front.
This is not a premium strike thrower on the mound. First pitch curveball bounces. It's a low percentage of first pitch strikes. Below average number of total strikes. So the numbers for Jacob Latz. Again, he's having a very good year. He's a very valuable arm for Bruce Bochy. 48 innings of work, a 3 ERA. He's only allowed 37 hits. Walk rate, though, around 4 with the strikeout an inning. Fastball up and away. And I think the Tigers have done a very good job being patient. Patrick Corbin was a different story the other day, but seems like this is a guy that they might be able to wait out. Working for a walk or 2 to fuel an offense. Swing, foul straight back, changeup. This is a guy who pitches off the fastball, and it's just a 4-seam fastball. But he pitches off of it. By the numbers, it is his best pitch. Most of his outings since that start against Baltimore have been 3-inning outings. The 2-1. Fastball up and away. 3-1 on Torkelson. Comes in hitting .235, but it's a strong .235. Not all .235s are created equal. Torque drawing walks, hitting for power. OPS of 820 coming in. Remember, league average in that 710 range. Torkelson waiting. Fly ball high in the air. Shallow left center. Duran coming in, calling for it. He'll make the catch. And an easy first inning for Jacob Latz and the Rangers. Single for Torres and no more. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Tigers and Rangers in Texas, and we're scoreless. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer. First, Rangers get ready to face the 28-year-old from Hayward, California, grew up in Kingman, Arizona, Tarek Skubal.
Yeah, Skubal lost for the first time since April 2nd in his last start, but don't forget the 2 previous starts before that. He went 7 shutout innings in both of those outings, and he loves challenges. He'll be ready tonight.
Fly ball, center field, first pitch swinging. Langford hits a fly ball softly. Matt Vierling in center. Wyatt Langford flies out. 1 pitch, 1 out. You can have some success swinging first pitch against Tarek Skubal. If you put it in play, it's been hit for power. The key part of that phrase is if you put it in play. But Tarek Skubal loves it if teams get into swing mode. Corey Seager is 6 for 9 in his career against Skubal. He swings at the first pitch, fouls it back. So it puts a premium, doesn't it, Dan, on the quality of that first pitch.
It sure does. And Seager, that's the 3rd game in a row that he's swung at the first pitch he's seen, and then he's been more patient in his next at-bats.
Swing and a miss on a nice changeup down and away.
Wow. I thought that was a slider.
It looked like it had that breakaway, didn't it?
I said, that's one of the best sliders he's thrown all year, and looked up and a changeup.
The 0-2, fastball high and away. I love watching Dylan Dingler and Jake Rogers, the way they receive that pitch. Very soft hands, very subtle movement, trying to get the called strike. Skubal works third base side of the rubber, slight angle to home plate, steps back into his motion, the big leg swing, and then the drive to home plate. Another changeup low and away. It's worth repeating. Corey Seager is 6 for 9 against Tarek Skubal, who buries lefties. The 2-2, swinging a line drive, base hit down the left field line into the corner. 7 for 10 for Corey Seager. That's incredible. Just incredible.
Yeah, the only left-hander in the lineup for the Rangers. And there's a fastball out over the plate, and he just went with it and just shot it down the left field line. That sinker on the outside part of the plate. I wonder, just next time we see it, if he's going to just throw it right in on his hands, that sinker in on his hands.
And I wonder if he'll use, now he's been using the sinker more, four-seam a little bit less. The fastball percentage between those two is the same as last year. But fewer four-seam, more sinker, so he's throwing both equally. Marcus Semien takes a fastball for a strike. But this is a team that is noticeably weaker against four-seam fastballs. They are very good against sinking fastballs. This is no ordinary sinker. I'd be interested to see, though, what the pitch mix is for Skubal against the Rangers tonight. Marcus Semien takes a changeup low, 1-1. Working third base side. The 1-1 swing and a foul straight back. Changeup up and away. Coming off, as Dan mentioned, his shortest start of the year. He's done it 3 times, 5 innings, gave up 4 runs. And he did leave a couple of changeups up in that game.
It was one of those ones, too, where he wasn't quite as crisp with his control.
The 1-2. Fastball a little above the belt. That belt-high fastball is starting to go away. Many predicted that it would with the advent of the challenge system, not just an automatic balls and strike system, but the challenge system, and I think we're seeing it, Dan. Fastball, bottom rail, gets the call, third strike. 97-mile-an-hour fastball gets Marcus Semien. Seager's at second with 2 outs for Adolis Garcia.
And that's where that sinker comes into play so well, is that you see Semien kind of jackknifing out of the way. He thinks that's going to be inside, and then it just tails back over that inside corner of the plate to Semien. And that's what I think he's going to do, is bust it in on the hands of Seager in that next at-bat.
Adolis Garcia digs in. First pitch. Starts him off with a changeup at the knees. Alfonso Marquez for a called strike. Alfonso Marquez, our home plate umpire. Carlos Torres at first. Lance Barrett at second. Tom Hanahan, tonight's third base umpire. Marquez, the crew chief. Adolis Garcia, we talked about it, but it's very significant for the Rangers. The offensive production is just very modest since the beginning of last year, and that when he's your cleanup guy. That has been a blow to this Texas offense, which has been bottom 5 all year. Swinging a shattered bat, ground ball trickles foul off to the right. Bat sliced lengthwise. The barrel, half of it anyway, went down that third base line. That was fair. The ball was foul.
That changeup way out in front and just barely off the end of the bat and just snapped that barrel in two.
Is there a better changeup in the game? The run value for the changeup is ridiculous. It is the best in baseball, and it truly is one of the best changeups in the game.
I mean, there's really good changeups, but when you pair it with those two fastballs also, and you don't know which way it's going to move either.
He doesn't know which way it's going to move. The 0-2, swing and a foul straight back, challenged him with a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. He's added velocity, so everything's moving better. The arm is moving better. I mean, everything. He's being athletic on the mound. That's what he talks about all the time. But the changeup is 2 miles an hour faster than last year, and he says that leads to some movement that surprises me sometimes. The pitch, fastball up and away. Fourth pitch of the at-bat is ball one. No score in the bottom of the first.
We've talked about it too. Is just remember, I mean, this is like the second year that he's thrown that. I mean, he was pretty much trying to figure out if a slider was a good pitch. We talked about him messing with a split finger at one time.
The 1-2, swing and a miss. Got him with the fastball up and away. Wipes out Adolis Garcia's second strikeout. Ends the first. We head to the second inning in Texas. Tigers trying to salvage the finale. We're scoreless after one on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer. Tigers have scored just one run in the first two games. And so Perez takes first pitch, slider tight, right at the knees, but a little bit low, ball one. Monster numbers from the right side for Wenzel Perez. Had the first hit of the game last night. Changeup at the knees for a called strike. Kumar Rocker rolled into the sixth inning, got the first two outs. One out away from taking a no-hitter to the seventh. And Wenzel Perez hit a sharp ground ball down the first base line. Line drive, base hit into left field. Fastball middle, and he didn't miss. Bullet. Line drive single for Wenzel Perez.
Yeah, just sitting there waiting for it. Let that slider go at the bottom of the strike zone, then saw a changeup, and then just said, okay, he's going to throw me a fastball. He was waiting for it and just spun on it and drilled it into left field.
terrific production. 3 homers, 3 doubles, a triple in his 30 at-bats, now 11 for 31 for Wenzel Perez. Matt Vierling at the plate, swings and fouls it out of play. So to beat Latz, to get him out of the game early, as Dan drew up the game plan earlier, you look to the righties, obviously. He's so tough on lefties. There are 2 lefties in the lineup tonight. Green and the lefty killer, Zach McKinstry. Righties hit him right around 240, but they really don't do much against him. Swinging a slicing drive down the right field line. Adolis Garcia will have room to make the catch as that ball stayed fair down the right field line, right where foul territory shrinks to almost nothing. So that's just a little pop fly, really, to right field for the first out here in the second inning. So significant that Latz has gotten much better against righties, Dan. They're hitting him at a 240 clip. He'll walk righties, but it's not much in the way of extra base power. You've really got to string together singles and walks.
That damage, yeah, and that's what makes it so difficult there, is just stringing together so many hits in a row just to try to get a run. You want to have that big blow like the Rangers got last night.
Fastball up and into Dylan Dingler. Every Tigers home run this year is a Little Caesars Pizza home run. Let's call it into existence. Order online for delivery or pizza portal pickup. Dylan Dingler, 8 home runs, hitting .263. Takes slider in the middle of the plate for a called strike. Time for dollars on deck. So with Dylan Dingler at the plate, if he gets a hit this inning, Northfield Lumber will donate to Detroit Blightbusters. Northfield Lumber is Michigan's #1 Trex dealer. No scores, second inning, man on, a man out. Perez takes his lead off first. He's going back to first every time Latz delivers. Not much of an opportunity yet. Dingler takes a pitch up and in, 2-1.
Yeah, he's got that one-way lead where he's out there pretty good. He's got a nice sizable lead, but it's almost like you said, Dan, that he's trying to read that move, see if he can't see something. That's why he's heading back to first.
2-1. Swinging line drive, base hit into center field. Perez around second. He will hold. Langford up with the ball, gets it in. 2 line drive singles. I like the swings. Torres, Perez, Dingler, all with line drive singles.
Yeah, just come up with that big hit. Now, we talked about stringing these together. You know, you got a couple of well-struck balls for singles, and it's just, can somebody come up with that big blow?
Zach McKinstry, because he just keeps hitting lefties, keeps getting starts against lefties. 77 at-bats, where he's hit .325. Fastball strike on the outside edge. 92 miles an hour, notably on the fastball. Again, we're going to just track it because his average fastball is a tick under 95, but mostly as a reliever. The strike 1. Line drive, base hit down the right field line. That one's going to drop. Perez read it off the bat. He's going to round third and come home. Throw home is way off line, and that allows McKinstry to go to second base. RBI single. Tigers take the lead 1-0 here in the second inning. Dingler at third. McKinstry at second.
Got that slider, and it usually Latz is throwing those down and away from the lefties. That one stayed up above the belt on the inside part of the plate. Zach McKinstry spun on that ball, hit it down that right field line. And again, that Tigers base running, I mean, they sucker these outfielders into making these throws, and they know that they never stop. As soon as Zach McKinstry saw that ball out of Garcia's hands, it was just like he had a double right out of the box.
So again, we see it all the time.
Yeah.
Fastball up, check swing. The opponent's giving away 90 feet. They just gave away 90 feet. It goes into the books as a single, and he goes to second on the throw. But we see it all the time.
And it takes away the double play ball, too.
I mean, Garcia had zero chance
No.
of throwing out Perez at home. Zero. Swing and a miss. Fastball up. Heim came out of his crouch, ready to fire down to third. Freeman's at third tonight. He was ducking in behind Dylan Dingler. Javi Baez just chased. Infield in tight. Not all the way up to the artificial turf grass. About 2 steps behind from third over to first. The 1-1. Change up about 2 feet outside. Way away.
Garcia, as you said, I mean, he's got a really good arm and likes to show it off, but, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense just to show your arm off. And like you said, that free 90 that Zach McKinstry was able to take to get to second base.
2-1, swing and a soft little tap foul. The count evens up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Latz gets really an average number of ground balls, line drives, fly balls. But certainly an opportunity here. Javi hits a lot of balls on the ground to get a pitch that you can drive in the air to get that runner home from third. Second and third, 1 out, 1-0 Tigers. The 2-2. Swing and a foul. He busted him in at 95. That's actually a pretty good foul for Javi Baez.
Yeah, that's a well-located fastball that had a little bit of extra on it, trying to sneak that by him. Let's see if he doesn't try to pull that string with a changeup on the outside part of the plate to Javi.
2-2, line drive foul. He went down and in with the slider. Javi was out in front of it, hit it hard. Throw another one there because that one hung.
I was going to say, he likes to throw that back foot slider to right-handed hitters, but that one, as you said, that one stayed up. That one's got to be down if he's going to try to locate it on the inner part of the plate.
Glove on the right, hit ball behind the left. Latz gets the sign and sets. Checks McKinstry at second. Again the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Set him up for the changeup, and he chased badly away.
Yeah, I think that after that fastball, he may have said, I'm not going to give him that slider again, that's for sure, after the way that Javi swung at it, and then he went back to the changeup and good foot outside.
So the infield backs up. Freeman at third, a couple of steps behind the base at third. Middle of the infield deep. First pitch, swing and miss to Jahmai Jones. Hitless in 6 at-bats now in the series. Started him off with the slider, fell across home plate. Jones put up rock-solid numbers against lefties. Bat's been a little quiet in recent starts. The strike one. Up and in. Showing good, the quality of his at-bat stand really good. 6 walks, 10 strikeouts in his early at-bats.
No, I think you just, when he stands in there, you kind of expect some damage.
You do. See if he can deliver a big 2-out hit. Swing and a foul. Oh, he had a rip. That fastball's definitely got some life in, and he's not afraid to pound it in on the righties.
No, it does. You can just tell by the way those swings from Javi Baez and Jahmai Jones, just how it's kind of handcuffing them a little bit when it's in, up and in. See if he has that same pattern like he went to Baez and goes away with the changeup.
The 1-2. Tried to backdoor him with a curveball. Alfonso Marquez calls it correctly. Tom Hanahan, well, I think he had a rough night behind the plate last night. There are a lot of pitches away for both teams off the plate that were called strikes. Changed a lot of at-bats. Jones now waiting on a 2-2. The pitch. Fastball high and tight. Takes like that, Dan. Just relax. Like he's seeing the ball.
Yeah, and here's I don't know if he's going to see a fastball, but this is where Latz has faith in his other pitches, the secondary pitches.
3-2, swinging a little pop-up, softly into right. Simeon out, makes the catch. Tigers settle for one. They string together 3 singles and produce a run. The RBI goes to McKinstry. Jones pops out to end it. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Tigers trying to take the finale. They have a 1-0 lead. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer. series. 3 singles. I like the swings, though. 3 sharply hit singles, 2 sharp line drives. McKinstry's more of a humpback liner that dropped in. Now Skubal facing the Rangers in the second inning. First pitch slider strike. Even though it's going to be a fastball, a slider, or a changeup, I do think Dylan Dingler this year, now the mostly everyday guy for the Tigers and for Tarek Skubal, has done a really nice job. Changeup in the dirt to Kyle Higashioka of mixing those 3 pitches, being very unpredictable about what the first pitch is going to be, because they know teams are going to try to attack it. The 1-1. Down. 2-1.
No, and I just know that Ranger team over there was not real anxious about facing Tarek Skubal. Like, oh, man, I wish we'd miss him. Just one series where he wouldn't pitch a good. So that's a big run. That one run, yes. That's going to, for the Rangers, they're like, crud.
Swing and a miss. Fastball outer third. 3 batters in this lineup are in the lineup, and where they are in the lineup is specifically for Higashioka and Heim, because they have hit home runs off Tarek Skubal. There's no question about it. Higashioka and Heim were bottom part of the order game 1. They are in the middle of the order today. Swing and a miss. Fastball overpowers. Higashioka's had the best swings, most consistent swings, first 2 games. Fastball overpowers him. 3 straight strikeouts for Tarek Skubal. That brings up Jonah Heim, struggling mightily from both sides, but he hit a home run off Tarek Skubal, so he's hitting 5th or 6th tonight. That was in 2022, and I think this is a little bit different Tarek Skubal.
It is.
First pitch, fastball in, strike 1.
That's before the changeup came around.
Yeah. Yeah, you really do kind of market B, C, and AC, right? Before changeup, after changeup. Heim swings and misses, quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes.
Tarek's body language, too, just, he knows it's a big start. He knows where the team, has lost 6 straight, but it's just like another start. He's not putting more on his plate than he really needs to. He's just being himself.
0-2, swinging a little baby pop-up to first. Torkelson 3 steps to his right, makes the catch on the infield dirt. Jonah Heim, very weak pop-up. I mean, clearly advantage Skubal with this lineup tonight. A lefty starter takes Josh Smith out of the lineup. Evan Carter's having a solid season, takes him out of the lineup. Rowdy Tellez, who hit the 3-run home run yesterday, takes him out of the lineup. The only guy who didn't come out was Kyle Seager because, well, he owns Tarek Skubal. So it's an all-righty lineup. That's advantage Tarek Skubal. We've talked about this in the past. He loves it. You want to load your lineup with righties? Great. Now he gets to dial in that fastball changeup combination. First pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball up and in. Man, that's got life. Cody Freeman at the plate. So the bottom third of the order, I mean, let's face it, this is a very pitchable lineup. I think when you get past, I don't know, I think it's advantage Skubal once you get past Seager. I really believe that. Because Simeon and Garcia are having very ordinary years. Quickly 0-2 on Freeman. And then you've got some youngsters at the bottom of the lineup who have little major league experience. Fastball up and in, swinging a foul straight back. Cody Freeman made his major league debut as a pinch runner in Game 1. His brother is Tyler Freeman, the ex-Guardian, traded to the Rockies earlier this year. Solid numbers. Pitch down and in.
Well, you see Freeman, too. He's choked up, way up on that bat, just resting the bat on his shoulder, trying to be as short and as quick to the baseball as he possibly can.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Change up down and away. Cody Freeman, first major league at bat. Struck out, but you can say, hey, it was against the eventual Cy Young Award winner, Tarek Skubal. 4th strikeout, ends the second inning. 4 of the last 5 now retired on strikes. We go to the third, 1-0 Tigers after 2 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Hi, Tigers fans. You're going to have to beat him most likely by stringing together singles with some walks, the occasional extra base hit, and that would most likely be a double. But I like the swings that first time through.
Yeah, another big at-bat for Gleyber just to get that pitch count up, too, and hopefully get on base.
First pitch, curveball, middle of the plate for a called strike. Third inning today is brought to you by Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. For fast service and the best price, choose Mastercraft. Today's game brought to you in part by Meyer, an official partner of the Detroit Tigers. Fastball outer third for a called strike 2. Latz works middle of the rubber from the stretch at all times. Remember, he's been mostly a reliever and long relief for that matter all year. So he works from the stretch, sets, holds the glove at the belt, delivers a fastball high and away. Been watching this all season long, Dan. We've talked about what this bat has added, but Gleyber Torres got to a 790 OPS at the end of April. 1-2 is down and in, 2 balls, 2 strikes. If you just kind of look day by day, he's basically been between 780 and 820 on the OPS side, which is just a great way to start looking and evaluating a hitter ever since. The 2-2, changed up low and away. That's remarkable consistency. He brings an 800 OPS on the nose into this game. He has added a ton this lineup.
But like you said, we've seen it all year. It's nice to see that national recognition.
Yeah.
But 0-2, and now he's worked it full.
3-2, fouled out of play down the right field line.
And there it is. Again, fouling off a pitch. And I mean, another good at bat to start this inning. And now he's going to. What is this? The 7th pitch of the at bat.
Yep.
And hopefully he gets there. You can call him that timeout. Just make him stand out there a little bit longer. Think about it. But hopefully he wins that battle. A few more pitches, but wins it and gets on base.
Simeon at second, shades up the middle. Outfield just about straight up. 3-2 up and away. That's just a typical trip to the plate for Gleyber Torres. 2 walks in the game yesterday. 54 walks, 48 strikeouts this year. An on-base machine.
You get that leadoff hitter on, too. Wenzel Perez started that second inning with a base hit where the Tigers scored the run, so it makes a big difference. And he'll bounce around, Gleyber will, over at first base. Trying to distract Latz just a little bit, thinking that he's going to run.
First pitch to Riley Green, a perfect slider down and away. Strike 1. Riley had a 9-pitch battle with Latz first time up and struck out on a slider. Pretty sharp slider that got him. Torres, as Dan said, will bounce off that base at first. He's constant motion, down and away, something the Tigers have talked about ever since A.J. Hinch has been here. When you're on first, even if you're not a threat to steal, you are working to distract that guy, working to make him think you might steal a base if he's not quick to home. I said you should be exhausted if you've been on first base a couple of times because of all the work you're doing. Riley Green takes a fastball for a strike 1 and 2.
And it's Latz looks over at Gleyber. He comes set and then looks over him, and that's when Gleyber starts bouncing up and down, just distracting his eyes.
You can look over, I'm going to bounce.
I'm going to bounce, yep.
The 1-2. Fastball way up. Gloved by Jonah Heim. Freeman at third. Again, just up from the minor league. Seager at short. Simeon at second. Foscue is the first baseman tonight. Duran in left, Langford in center, Garcia in right. It's a very good defensive team.
Oh.
Torres goes, Green fouls. He had to swing at the four-seam fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He did, and boy, what a great jump.
Great jump.
Oh, man, as soon as that foot there wasn't just a tiny little bit of air underneath that right foot of Jacob Latz that Torres took off.
Torres edges off. Latz sets. Doesn't go this time. Swinging a ground ball softly to third. Foscue down to second for 1. Relay back to first. That's a pretty tailor-made 3-6-3 double play.
Yeah, that was pretty much in slow motion. That was right to Foscue. at first base. He just spins around to his glove side, has a nice little lane to throw to. Corey Seager took his time and then just fired it over to first base to get Riley Green.
There's just no weaknesses on this Rangers this team defensively. Duran plays all over the infield. He's in left field today, and he's the Zach McKinstry of this team. You feel comfortable wherever you put him. Langford made a great catch in left field yesterday. One of the finest you'll see for a guy who didn't leave his feet. That was an optical illusion, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Change up down to Torkelson.
We were marveling at it also. Woo. You know, you on the TV side yesterday, Greg and I were just, I don't know how he got to it.
Don't know how he got to it. He's in center field tonight, and Adolis Garcia is simply one of the best in right field. Slider a little bit low. 2-0 the count on Torque. His first at-bat started 2-0, went to 3-1, then a soft little pop-up to left field for the out. Duran in left field is playing him to pull. We haven't seen too many teams do what he's doing right now, playing him to pull really severely shaded toward the line. Change-up bounces. Torque works the count to 3-0. We've had big crowds here the first two nights. This ballpark seats about 40,000. Just shy of that yesterday. Full house on Friday night. A little bit less tonight, but it's a great design. There wasn't a bad seat in the house. We're in between the lower and upper portions of the upper deck, and I've been up in the upper deck. It's good sight lines all around. The 3-0 up and away. Torkelson draws a 4-pitch walk on a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Outfield walls have a unique zig and zag to them, and I always like that. I think that's a good look. 329 down the line, but that wall goes quickly out at a 45-degree angle to 370. Left field wall then goes straight across to 410 in deepest left center by the bullpen. Wenzel Perez swing a little pop fly into right field. Garcia will come in, make the catch. Hit it just a little bit too hard. Wenzel Perez, first pitch swinging, soft little pop fly. Garcia puts that in his back pocket. Couple of walks, but the Tigers can't make anything of it. Tigers, 8-9 hitters to face Tarek Skubal in the bottom of the third. First pitch fastball up and in. As Justin Foscue leaning back out of the way. 1 for 6 this year with the Rangers. Solid numbers at AAA. He had as rough a debut as you can have last year. Fastball, strike at the knees. Paints the black in. Justin Foscue debuted last year by going 2 for 42. Oof. With 18 strikeouts. Fastball up. That's the pitch that I just feel like, Dan, it doesn't feel like a 50-50 ball anymore. That's at the belt, and it's a ball. Consistently. The 2-1. Middle of the plate for a called strike with the slider.
Boy, and Foscue's like, I don't see change-ups 2-1 like that down in AAA. I mean, I don't get to play that much, and I get a hitter's count, and that drops in there.
Right-handed batter. It's an all-righty lineup except Seager. Spreads out, knees slightly flexed. Cocks a bat high over the right shoulder. 98-mile-an-hour fastball gets the called third strike at the knees. Foscue didn't like it, but he might not have seen it.
Yeah, that's an excellent pitch. And it's just set up so well off of the previous changeup. It just stays right at that lower bottom rung of the strike zone. The four-seamer, it carries. Instead of the sinker, it just carries, stays true, catches that bottom rung.
That brings up Ezekiel Duran. Check swing on a slider. It sounded like a foul tip. Strike one. In at the corners to guard against the bunt. McKinstry and Torkelson at the corners. Baez Torres middle of the infield. Scuba working quickly. Changeup. Just missed. Maybe. At the bottom. That was actually a perfect pitch.
And Dylan Dingler did a fantastic job of bringing it up, too.
The 1-1. Tries to bunt, and he bunts it foul right at home plate. Tigers were ready for it. Duran really struggling. This looked like it was going to be a dynamic super utility player for a long, long time. A couple of years ago at age 24, he hit 270. Nice extra base power, occasional home run power, and he is struggling mightily this year, hitting just 150 in his 80 at-bats. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Got him with the fastball up. Tarek Skubal, after giving up the double to Seager, doesn't want another ball put in play, apparently. He struck out 6 of the last 7 batters, and he just overpowered the bottom 5 hitters.
He did, and that'll tell you how they're feeling with Zach McKinstry breathing down his neck, and he still tries to bunt. Says, I got a better chance than trying to swing in the bat.
Top of the order, Wyatt Langford swings and misses. Just, it really is amazing. Tarek has said it throughout the last 2 years. Teams get in swing mode, I'm happy. Langford takes fastball up and in, and the Rangers are swinging right out of the gate tonight with an all-righty lineup except for Seager. That's advantage Skubal. Does put a premium on the quality of that first pitch and mixing it, but he's doing it beautifully. Change-up, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is wow stuff right now from Skubal.
It is.
I mean, this is wow.
He's got that fastball on the inside part of the plate to those right-handers, and then that changeup is going arm side again, running away from the right-handed hitters.
1-2. Changeup a little bit low. Langford didn't want to strike out, so he swung at the first pitch in the first, hit a pop-up to shallow center field. 0 for 7 with 5 punch-outs in this series. Skubal trying to make it 6 strikeouts. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him! Changeup down and away. Wow. Tarek Skubal has struck out 7 through 3 and 7 of the last 8 batters. We head to the 4th inning. 1-0 Tigers after 3 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
Echo.
Sometimes you feel like it is. It's Eric Skubal on the mound.
Yeah, like he's got a joystick as the ball's right at the hitter and just makes it move however he wants.
Bierling takes a strike. 1-0 Tigers, top of the fourth inning. Ooh, half cut, fooled by a fastball away. That was an unusual swing for Matt. Usually that would be an off-speed pitch that you get fooled on, but he was fooled in just a little half cut to foul off an 0-1 fastball. Injury report is brought to you every game by McLaren Health, the official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers. We're keeping an eye on 3 Tigers coming back. Matt Bierling takes slider just above the belt. 1 ball, 2 strike. Kerry Carpenter at the top of that list. Not quite yet ready to start a rehab assignment. Remember, it's the hamstring. He's running at about 90% right now, but there's a lot more work to be done. 1-2 fastball high and tight, and that fastball is now sitting 92. Came out of the gate at a healthy 95, 96. Latz again has been mostly out of the bullpen. The 2-2 is swinging a soft little tap foul. Tigers already pushing his pitch count up. It was 60 through 3. That's on the high side. Normal pitch count, average pitch count would be a little below 50. But Bruce Bochy said before the game, somewhere in that 80 to 85 range is certainly doable. Fastball up and away. This is a good at-bat for Matt Bierling. You'll see at least 7 pitches.
Yeah, if you can get Latz into that above 80 pitches in this inning, boy, that'll really put pressure on that bullpen.
The 3-2, swinging a fly ball center field deep. Langford chasing, tracking. He'll make the catch. Tap into the wall in straightaway center. What a play. Hauls it in for the first out of the fourth inning. Langford made an incredible catch last night. He plays shallow when he's in center field. He had to go back. He never took his eyes off it. He tracked it the whole way, but was running full speed onto the track to haul it in.
Yeah, very smooth going after that ball. No panic in the way he went after it. Just really just nice, easy, smooth strides to go back. And finally, Dan, it looked like that ball had some carry to it. It didn't get knocked down.
They're puzzled here in Texas by how this ballpark is playing. Dingler takes his breaking ball strike on the back door. 1-0 Tigers in the fourth. Moving indoors is always, every indoor ballpark usually plays kind of neutral for run scoring. Some are home run hitters ballparks, and this was for the last couple of years. Dingler takes a pitch away, 1-1. An above average home run ballpark, because it held down doubles and triples, run scoring a tick below average. This year, mysteriously, and no one really has an explanation why, and it's really kind of tough to figure out for an indoor ballpark, it's the worst home run hitters ballpark in the game. That makes no sense. Fastball in. Dingler jackknifes out of the way. 2-1.
No, it's just, in 2023, it just seems to me, I can recall Adolis Garcia going opposite field with home runs.
Oh, ball just flew.
Just boom. I mean, now it'd be something if he got one out.
Line drive into the left center field gap. That's going to drop and get down. Split the outfielders Duran and Langford all the way to the wall. Langford kicks away from him toward left center, but Dingler will hold at second base. Pretty good reaction. There's some funky angles out there. That took a bad hop away. Line drive double for Dylan Dingler. 2 strong swings to start the fourth inning.
You bet. Those are really good swings from Dylan Dingler also in tonight's game. And that was interesting. That ball went all the way to the wall, and there's that little angle out there in left center, and that's exactly where it hit. It got by Langford, but Ezekiel Duran kind of backed him up because he knew it was going to carry him off of that angle and hug the wall. And that's what really kept Dylan Dingler at second base.
Yeah.
That could have been interesting and almost stretched into a triple.
It was a great reaction by Langford. Funky little angle.
Yeah.
We were interrupted trying to describe the walls here with the Wenzel Perez out last inning. But 372 straightaway left, and what the angle that Dan's talking about is the wall goes straight over, and for some reason, for just this little 10-foot section, it goes out. That's where Dingler's double hit. and then straight across to 410 by the Tigers bullpen in deepest left center. The wall then straight across 407 to straightaway center. Zig and a zag coming in right center field, and then out just a little bit by the visiting or the home bullpen, and then just 326 down the line in right. Tigers with an opportunity to add to a 1-0 lead. Good swings. Visit from Mike Maddox, the pitching coach. McKinstry swings, pops it up, playable. Freeman into foul territory beyond the third base coach's box, makes the catch. McKinstry singled on an 0-1 his first time out. First pitch swinging here. Tigers have been aggressive early in the count. McKinstry pops out, though, for the second out here in the fourth inning. Deep drive to the track, to the wall, really, in straightaway center for Vierling. The line drive double for Dingler. Absolutely smoked it. Now it's up to Javi Baez to get Dingler home. Tigers would like to add to this 1-0 lead. First pitch high and tight. Fastball 91. Fourth inning today is brought to you by Wallside Windows, local and family-owned, celebrating 81 years as Michigan's leader in replacement windows. Baez struck out with runners at second and third first time up. He chased, and he chases a changeup here away. There's no reason, it doesn't feel like, to do anything but stay with the fastball changeup combination.
Yeah, it almost looks like the carbon copy of the first at-bat, the fastball inside and then going to that changeup off the outside part of the plate.
The 1-1 from Latz. Swing and a miss. Shoulder high fastball 1-2. Continuing the injury report, so Carpenter still needs to run the bases, still needs to have live fungos, as AJ called it, before they send him out on a rehab assignment, maybe starting this coming week. Sawyer Gibson Long has had one good, one not so good outing on a rehab assignment. He had the neck issue. Swing and a miss. Slider down. Javi Baez strikes out. Two good swings, nothing to show for it. Tigers have been putting pressure on Jacob Latz through four, but they so far have just the one run. Baez strikes out for the second time tonight. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. 1-0 Tigers. This is the Nothing Tigers, bottom of the fourth. 2-3-4 hitters Seager, Simeon, Garcia. Today's game brought to you in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, ready to help. Seager doubled on a 2-2 first time up after falling behind 0-2. The first pitch from Tarek Skubal. Slider down and away, ball one. Close to the plate, holds the hands tight right below the left shoulder, and then angles the bat over it as the pitch comes in. Swing and a tap foul. Just always feels, Dan, like this guy is on balance. What a consistent, good hitter.
Yeah, I think that's a really good observation. You don't see him fooled very often. You know, it just seems like he's always taking a really good swing.
1-2 line drive into center field. This is unbelievable. I mean, seriously. Tarek Skubal looking to the dugout, arms out like, I got nothing. I can't get him out. Let's just live with it. It's only a single. This is a pitcher who has limited lefties to a 180 batting average this year. It wasn't any better last year. And he's 8 for 11 in his career against Tarek Skubal. It's fascinating.
I said he'd come inside, right?
Yeah.
And he came inside and whack right into left field.
First pitch fastball has Semien jumping back out of the way. Marcus Semien hitting .234. He and Garcia, the lack of production really from these two the last 2 years has led to a drastic drop in production for this Texas offense. The 1-0, swinging a soft ground ball left side. Baez will flip it down to second base for the force on Seager. You don't have to hurry too much with Seager running. Marcus Semien, Javi Baez played it perfectly. Soft ground ball, went down, made sure he got that strong, accurate throw to Gleyber Torres. Simple force at second base. The putout goes 6-4. Marcus Semien, a base-stealing threat, but this combination of Skubal on the mound, Dingler behind the plate, has pretty much stopped the opposing running games that Skubal has faced. Fastball up and in. When there are base runners, you probably have to add that qualifier. Garcia fouls it back to the screen.
But, I mean, again, it's just one of those attention to details about Tarek Skubal. I mean, it's just, I hate giving up walks, a free 90, right? I hate stolen bases because that's a free 90. So he takes every little detail and just tries to eliminate any way that the opponent can get a free 90 feet.
And think how many lefties. I mean, you assume a lefty pitcher can stop the running game, but we see quite a few lefties who just, they can't. They don't stop the running game. Skubal does. The strike one, swing and a foul. Changeup cued it off the end of the bat. He shattered his bat for the changeup first time up. Cues this one because he's way out ahead of it. Skubal working third base side. Garcia deep in that right-handed batter's box, kind of sinks into his legs a little bit. The upper body upright, holds the bat upright with the hands extended away from the right shoulder. Cocks it over the shoulder as the pitch comes in. Soft ground ball foul. Outside the bag at third. Struck out on a four-seam fastball up. He has become a much more aggressive hitter in the last 2 years. That's one of the issues that he is facing. Still going to swing and miss a bit, but not drawing many walks, and the power numbers are down sharply. Semien short, cautious lead at first. He's going to draw a throw from Skubal, a little bit high. Torkelson grabs it, fires it back to him.
Yeah, Semien was just leaning, not really desperate, like I'm going to go on this pitch, just leaning. Tarek said, I'll put a stop to that.
Slide step to the plate, and the slider changeup got him. Boy, had that slider action to it. Absolutely froze. Adolis Garcia, 8th strikeout for Tarek Skubal. We are 13 batters in. That changeup, Dan, the movement on this changeup tonight is fascinating.
It is. It looked like he gave up on it, thinking that that's going to go inside. Just caught that inside part of the plate.
2 outs, it leads it up to Kyle Higashioka, 1 for 2 with a home run in his career against Skubal. Takes the first pitch away. Fastball misses ball 1. Struck out on a 2-2 first time up.
And he missed badly with that fastball. Like the first time he's missed badly. And man, he slammed his glove like, bad Tarek, And first pitch, really.
The 1-0. Slider at 90. Misses below the knees. Torres at second base, shades up the middle. Outfield just about straight up. Veerling in center tonight. Shades a little bit toward left center. And Riley Green in left a little bit toward the line. Higashioka's bat has started to heat up. He's had nothing but good swings in this series. The 2-0, swing and a miss. ever reliable changeup. It's incredible. You can have a 50% strikeout rate on one pitch.
I was going to say, Shioka took another really good swing, but that's against with a really nasty changeup.
The 2-1, swing and a foul, and then he sees 96. Foul back to the screen.
But doesn't it seem like, at the beginning of the game, he took us by surprise with some of those changeups kind of sailing on him a little bit, going glove side.
Yeah.
But now it seems like he's got that arm side run to it, like we're used to seeing against those right-handed hitters, down and away from him.
Upright, relaxed stance for Higashioka. Tucks the left shoulder in, cocks a bat high over the right. Swings and drives this one to center field. Drilling in now, backtracking it. He's going to reach up, make a fine running catch to straightaway center onto the track. Wow. Higashioka hit it on a line, veering over, and then had to go back, and he hauled it in. Fine running catch for Matt Vierling.
I think he said, Wyatt Langford can make a good play, so can I, and saves a run. Derek Skubal appreciates it too.
We head to the fifth. 1-0 Tigers after 4 on the Detroit Tigers radio. From Matt Vierling, we both held our breath for a split second as Matt went over first step and then had to course correct and go back. That was very similar to the Langford catch. First pitch curveball at the belt for a called strike from Latz to Jahmai Jones. Freeman's about 3 steps behind the bag at third. Simeon up the middle, Seager straight up at short. Foscue off the line at first. Jones swings and misses. Change has been a real weapon against certain hitters today. Baez and Jones notably. Pop out to the catcher Higashioka first time up, and then Jones popped out to Simeon with 2 in scoring position in his second at-bat in the second. The 0-2, swing and a foul, back to the screen. Rangers have to be pretty happy with what they've gotten from Jacob Latz.
Absolutely. Just to give up the 1 run to this point and just, hang with Tarik Skubal. But Tarik Skubal's pitch count is really good at this point.
81st pitch of the night, ground ball wide of third, big high hop off to the glove side for Freeman. Plants throws. Man, he had to set himself and get everything behind it, and there wasn't a lot behind that throw over to first. Jones grounds out. We're both figuring that Latz is here with Jackson warming. Latz is here to at least get through Riley Green, or to get through Riley Green, and after Green's at-bat is done, he's due up next. After Gleyber Torres, his night will be done. Jackson, the righty, getting loose in the Texas bullpen. Torres has reached twice today with a single and a walk, line drive into left. That's going to drop for a base hit. Change up. Gleyber Torres has reached for the third time tonight. 2 line drive singles and a walk in between.
Yeah, he didn't like his on-base streak ending the other night and just said, you know what, I'm going to start a new one and just make sure put a little exclamation point to it too.
Jackson's been throwing. He's loose. Green has struck out on a slider and a 9-pitch at bat first time up. Saw 6 pitches last time. Grounded into a 3-6-3 double play. First pitch, fastball, outer edge for a called strike. I don't think Riley was expecting a fastball on the first pitch. 4 1/3 innings of work so far for Latz. 1 run on 6 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Seager shades up the middle. Freeman is basically with a horror normally between short and third. Ground ball to second. This will be 2. Simeon to Seager to Foscue. Green hit it hard to the right 2. Marcus Simeon, 4-6-3. Inning-ending double play. If that's the end of the night, and it almost surely is for Jacob Latz, Rangers extremely happy with how he did through 5.
Yeah.
To the bottom of the 5th inning, still 1-0 Tigers. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball. Bottom of the 5th inning, down 1-0. It's hard to win games 1-0. Tigers have done it a couple of times already this year. Tarek Skubal on the mound. You always feel good about your chances of doing that, but sure wouldn't mind another run. Fastball down in the dirt. Jonah Heim, 3 for 13 with a home run, as we mentioned, against Skubal. That's why he's hitting 6 tonight. It's been a really tough go for him the last 2 years. Used to hit really well from the right side. He has not hit from either side for the last 2 years. Fastball misses in. I'd say the fastball velocity is down just a tick tonight.
Just a tick. Just a little bit.
He's kind of cruising at 96 versus the usual 98 to 100. Swing and a miss. 96 up and in is still pretty effective.
And we'll see just, when that, if he gets into that 7th and 8th, just because his pitch count is so low, if he can extend it out there, we'll see if he reaches and has that little bit extra to finish his outing off.
We've seen 99 on the 99th pitch of the game this year. Changeup misses in. I want to call it a slider because it's got that action down and in. Changeup from Skubal to a righty almost always is going down and away. Tonight we've seen several go in and off the plate. The 3-1, swing and a foul. Don't want to walk this guy. Tarik Skubal, unanimous Cy Young Award winner last year, is in subtle, small ways, but important ways even better this year. First pitch strikes up a tick. Total strike throwing up to just elite levels that you rarely see. The 3-2, swinging a soft little tap, foul. The swing and miss is up. What opponents are hitting is better. It's improved from a year ago. Opponents had a 550 OPS last year. It's down to 510. That's 200 points below league average. And there's nobody else even close. And that's really, if you put together a list of the toughest pitchers to hit by opponents on base plus slugging, that'll tell you who the best pitchers are. And Tarik Skubal is far and away the toughest to hit in the American League. 3-2, swinging a foul out of play. An unusual long at-bat for a Rangers batter. There were a couple of 5-pitch at-bats in the first, scattered in the second and third. 57 pitches, though, as Dan said. Nice low pitch count through 4. Again, the 3-2, swing and a pop-up playable this time. Up toward the girders in the ceiling, down into the glove of Spencer Torkelson. That's a little tricky play. 8-pitch battle. Jonah Heim pops out. Tricky because there's a little sliver of glass, panes of glass above the upper deck down the third base line. And you actually get a little bit of sunshine coming in. And the only sunshine right now is where Spencer Torkelson was trying to make that catch in foul territory into fair territory halfway to home. So at the last moment, he's trying to get that pop-up and look into the sun. Cody Freeman batting. First pitch, change-up, middle, strike 1.
Boy, Tarik Skubal just went after Jonah Heim with 3 straight fastballs, not trying to get tricky and try to strike him out with a changeup. It just says, I'm coming right after you, and got the easy pop-up.
Strike 1, swinging a slicing drive down the right field line. Another changeup down and in to righty. I don't remember this many changeups from Tarik moving into right-handed batters, Dan.
And that's what I was going to say. It seemed to me like he had it figured out. It was starting to run to the arm side like normal, right. And then the last couple we saw, kind of that sail action, more like a slider.
0-2 fastball at 98, high and outside. Cody Freeman, rock solid numbers at AAA, hitting .315. Some home run power. He's got some speed. 4th-round pick out of high school 6 years ago. Walked almost as much as he struck out in the minor leagues. The 1-2 is swinging a fly ball to right. Not deep. Menzel Perez back a couple of steps, settles underneath it, makes the catch. 2 up and 2 down, 5th inning. The hits for Texas, they have 2. And you can guess who they belong to. Corey Seager. 6 for 9 against Skubal coming in. 2 for 2 tonight. Everybody else 0 for something.
Yeah, and you have to be those 2 at-bats from Corey Seager, too, and that's why I think Tarik Skubal looked in that dugout, just because, I'm trying to think with Tarik, and I can't figure him out either.
First pitch slider at the belt, just above it. Ball 1 to Justin Foscue. 250. Down at AAA with some extra base and home run power. Right-handed batter. The 1-0. Fastball middle for a called strike. Took a called third strike on a fastball down first time up. Skubal, after the Seager double in the first inning, struck out 7 of the next 8 batters. Just 1 strikeout since. He's at 8. The 1-1, swinging a foul to the screen and consistently working ahead. If he doesn't throw strike 1, generally he gets to 0-2 or 1-2 or to 2-2. Gets to more 2-strike counts. Just about anybody you'll see constantly throwing strikes, putting pressure on hitters. Foscue turns that left shoulder in, cocks a bat high over the right, swinging a foul to the screen. He's just battling up there right now.
Yeah, that 4-seam fastball at the top of the strike zone. It's everything he can do. just to try to get a small piece of it and stay alive. And after that last one, just asked, was that a strike? And said, yep. Alfonso Marquez said, yep, that certainly was.
The 1-2, swinging a high fly ball, left field, not deep. Riley Green back now in, settles under it, makes the catch. Now the 1-2-3 for Tarek Skubal and the Tigers. Our fifth inning today brought to you by Figer Law. All they do is win. We're through 5. Tigers trying to take the finale after losing the first 2. They've got a 1-0 lead on the Detroit Tigers. Takes first pitch, slider low and away, ball 1.
Yeah, Jackson's given up runs in 3 out of his last 5 outings. And left-handers have had their way with him.
Torkelson takes fastball away.
And A.J. Hinch has got 3 left-handed hitters on the bench. Should he start to expand this 1-0 lead a little bit?
2-0. Slider middle of the plate. Torkel's gotten ahead 2-0 in each now of his first 3 at-bats. Fly ball to left, a walk. Still has a good hitter's count here. Tigers would love to add to this lead. The 2-1 pitch. High fly ball, left field, not deep enough. Coming over, Duran disappears from our view, and he will make the catch in fair territory, right where foul territory disappears. There's a big wall down the left field line. He disappeared from our view, made the catch. Torkelson just got underneath it a little bit.
As with Jackson throws a lot of sliders, and I think that's exactly Spencer got one hanging.
Oh, it hung.
Put a good swing on it and just got underneath it.
Curveball away to Wenzel Perez. Lefties have hit 300. It's not big power numbers against Jackson. It's just a lot of base runners because he's walking a lot of batters without striking out many. Swinging a line drive to left field, deep. Duran slow, now it goes back a little more quickly and makes the catch. Didn't look like he got a good read right away. That's another good swing. Look at the balls hit to the outfield tonight that have ended up in the gloves of Texas outfielders. Vierling, Perez, lots of line drive singles and doubles. Vierling victimized. Great defensive play by Wyatt Langford, the center fielder, his last time up. Took him to the track. First pitch, fastball up over the middle of the plate. Vierling actually leaning back a little bit, but it's ball one. A walk rate of 5 and a strikeout rate of 6 per 9. That's going to lead to troubles and inconsistency. Those are the numbers for Luke Jackson. Slider away, 2-0 on Vierling.
Yeah, those first two at-bats, if you're in that Tiger, you're sitting in that dugout and you're saying, oh, man, Torque just got underneath one, and Wenzel hit it on a line really hard out to left field. You're thinking, two good at-bats.
2-0. Vierling takes a slider away. Jackson knows he got away with one on that Torkelson hanging slider. Full windup, works over toward the third base side of the rubber. Quick step back, then into his motion, the 3-0. Interesting, Matt Vierling leaning back on fastballs over the middle of the plate. That's a called strike at the belt. Simeon at second base shades up the middle. Seager actually shades up the middle a little bit on Vierling. The 3-1, swinging a pop-up to center field. Langford in a couple of steps, is underneath it, makes the catch. And the Rangers take care of the Tigers. Luke Jackson works a 1-2-3, sixth inning. We head to the bottom of the sixth. 1-0 Tigers. It's been this way since the second. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer. Own the dream. Pitch count for Tarek Skubal starting the bottom of the sixth inning is at 74. A little bit below would be an average pitch count. Average pitch count would be around 80. Tigers really do need him to go 7 tonight. No pressure, Tarek, and he welcomes the opportunity and certainly feels like he's on track to do that. First pitch strike to Ezekiel Duran, right-handed batter, strike one. Strikeout update brought to you by Carbliss, the official ready-to-drink canned cocktail of the Detroit Tigers. Strike one, changeup in the dirt. No, that was the slider. 1 ball, 1 strike. Skubal with 8 strikeouts, no walks, of course. The 1-1. Got him at the changeup on the inside corner for a called strike.
It's just the look from some of the Texas Rangers hitters. Duran's like, oh, are you kidding me? A changeup on the inside part of the plate.
1-2, check swing foul on a changeup at the belt. It is interesting. Usually, reliably, that changeup's down and away.
Yes.
Many have been belt high and in the last couple of innings. Duran is struggling mightily at the plate. struck out on a fastball, overpowered by a fastball first time up. We're keeping that running total on Tarik Skubal's walks and strikeouts with the 8 strikeouts tonight. The 1-2, swinging a pop-up foul and out of play. Duran will see at least 6 pitches in this trip to the plate. The totals for the year: 16 walks and 161 strikeouts for Skubal. The old 10-1 strikeouts to walks. The 1-2, check swing, got him. 4-seam fastball, 98 up and away. Duran had no chance.
Yeah, it's just so hard. I mean, you're under such pressure because of how many strikes he throws. And I mean, that is like neck high. And you just can't hold up. You see it out of the hand. And he knows that he made a mistake, like, oh man, I can't believe I swung at that. But he just had to start so early.
Wyatt Langford takes a changeup again, down and in. Bounces to home plate, ball 1. We talked about the subtle improvements for Tarik Skubal. First pitch strikes, total strike throwing at 70%. Swing and a miss. Well above league average. But then, I mean, there's a reason the Tigers talk about the importance of winning the race to 2 strikes, throwing strike 1, and then winning the race to 2 strikes. You look at that top 10 list, the 1-1. Softly hit to short. Trey Sweeney will come in and grab that. So Sweeney into the game. He just snuck him in on us. Everything else has remained unchanged. Green in left, Vierling in center, Perez in right. So the infield has McKinstry at third, Sweeney at short, Torres at second, Torkelson at first. Have to find out what happened to Javi Baez. Swinging a line drive to second, right to Gleyber Torres. Corey Seager swung at the first pitch and hit it on a line. That's the secret to getting him out. You can see a little smile on Tarik Skubal's face. Yeah, just make him hit it hard right at somebody.
Seager looked out at him, too. They're getting a kick out of play, competing against one another.
The only 2 hits of the night belong to Seager. He hit it hard again to right to Torres. A 1-2-3 6th inning for Skubal. He's retired 9 in a row. Center. First pitch from Luke Jackson, a curveball for a called strike 1. 7, 8, 9 hitters, Dingler, McKinstry, and now Sweeney again in for Javi Baez. The strike one, half cut. We don't see many swings like that from Dylan Dingler. Fooled by the pitch, half cut, no balls, 2 strikes. 1-0 Tigers in the 7th inning.
Yeah, repeated that curveball. Get me over curveball for strike 1, and I think he just dismissed it that he wasn't going to get one again, and he doubled up on him.
Jackson works third base out of the rubber, line drive to center field deep. Langford on the run, tracking it. He'll make another fine catch. Onto the warning track and straightaway center. He did it again. Almost a carbon copy of the catch he made against Veerling in the 4th.
Yeah, almost identical spot. And, man, if you're Dylan Dingler, that's another really good, solid swing. Well struck. Straightaway center. And Wyatt Langford just, so calm out there and just very smooth and going after those balls over his shoulder.
I'm impressed. Brings up Zach McKinstry. Curveball strike. Luke Jackson not exactly fooling Tigers batters. Hung a slider to Torkelson. He just missed hitting it out. Perez lined out. Dingler has just lined out. Fastball away. 1 ball, 1 strike. McKinstry has the big hit in this game. Line drive single. Brought home Wenzel Perez in the 2nd inning. 1-1. Fastball high and outside at 94. Tigers had runners because of the throw home. The Tigers had runners at 2nd and 3rd with 1 out at that moment in the 2nd inning, but they could not add on. The 2-1. Line drive foul over Anthony Iaposi's back. As he bends down, the Tigers' first base coach just does a terrific job. The Tigers, just this coaching staff is impressive. Anthony Iaposi at first. Joey Cora at 3rd. 2-2 away. Joey Cora has the fastest moving arm when he's waving runners home, don't you think? It's got to be number 1.
Oh, I think so. But I think about each one of those coaches, and they each have something different and a specialty to offer.
3-2, up and away. McKinstry took that with confidence. Slider just missed. Alfonso Marquez, I think he's had a strong, accurate strike zone tonight.
Absolutely. When he got that first pitch curveball to Dylan Dingler, I said, you know what? He's got most pitches right tonight.
Yep. Maddox on his way to the mound. Mike Maddox, the pitching coach, has worked through the lean years across the street at the ballpark in Arlington, where you've really got to be a master psychologist to talk your pitchers off a ledge because that ballpark played like Coors Field. Now he moves indoors, and it's actually a pitcher-friendly ballpark. And he, I think, gets to enjoy the fruits of his labors just a little bit more. But he's good. Mike Maddox has been a very good pitching coach for a long time.
It's different how they do that, too. Higashioka would make most of the trips when they'd go over just to go over the hitter, and they had a little booklet in the back pocket, and they'd have the scouting report there. And then remember in the middle of the at-bat yesterday to Zach McKinstry, they went out.
With a 2-2 count?
Exactly. And there was something that he didn't like.
Yeah.
And then he didn't want to leave it up to Jonah Heim to go out there and talk to him. He said, nope, I'm not going to take any chances. I'm going to go out and make sure they're set on how to go after Trace Sweeney.
This is a pitcher you can run on. McKinstry leaning. There he goes. First move. And no throw down to second base. Jonah Heim didn't have a good grip. It wouldn't have mattered. Big jump for Zach McKinstry. He steals his 16th base in 19 attempts.
He didn't wait around either. It was just like, I'm going first pitch, and we got to figure out somehow to get another run for Tarek Skubal.
He might steal third. Sweeney at the plate. Soft ground ball, foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trey Sweeney again in for Javi Baez. Something has taken Javi out of the game. Hope to get an update on that. Sweeney hitting .213, just over 200 at-bats. The 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? Appeal to third. Yes, he did. Tom Hanahan goes up with the right hand. Again, lefties with a pretty big edge against this righty. They've hit him for average. Again, not much power for righties or lefties. But he walks lefties at a higher rate. They just put the ball in play more consistently. Baez finished the night 0 for 2.
You just take a base hit right here. Just put that ball in play, something on the line. Score Zach McKinstry.
Jackson checks McKinstry, the 1-2, away. Slider kept digging to the back door, didn't make it. Langford, again, a very aggressively shallow center field. He's straight up. They don't move a lot in the outfield here. Straight up in left for Duran and Garcia in right. Garcia's got a big arm, but the Tigers will run on anybody. The 2-2, swing and a foul, slicing pop-up over the Tigers dugout on the third base side. The count remains 2-2.
Man, you take one of those two, slider off the end of the bat, just bloop that thing into left field.
Any way to get that runner home. Jahmai Jones is waiting on deck. AJ's got some lefties to go to if he wants to. Colt Keith waiting in the wings, perhaps. The 2-2. Got him. Fastball frozen. That is a bit of a surprise. That was a fastball in the middle of the plate, and Sweeney was backing away.
Yeah, I think no doubt he was looking for that slider. And you're right about Colt Keith, and Milner was warming in the Texas bullpen.
Bruce Bochy is coming out. He wants the lefty, the side armor, Hoby Milner to come on. So Keith announced as a pinch hitter will face the lefty. He struggled against lefties this year. Hit lefties last year. Big runner to get home if they can get McKinstry home. While the Rangers make the change. 7th inning, 1-0 Tigers. We'll pause for station. We'll pause for this message on the Detroit Tigers.
Let's see if we can figure out the following baseball.
See if it can turn that around in this at-bat. First pitch, breaking ball, strike one.
And he pitched last night and threw 20 pitches. Throws that big sweeper and sinker.
Another sweeper in the middle of the plate for a called strike two. That pitch starts literally, Dan, behind the left-handed batter.
Absolutely. Just those knuckles scraping on the pitcher's mound. Below sidearm.
The 0-2. Sweeper away. can't be easy to lay off that.
No.
After you just saw 2 in the middle of the plate. So his extreme first base side of the rubber places the right foot well in front of the left when he sets. And a little crossfire action. He throws him with a fastball outer half at 88 for a called third. That's a really tough at-bat for a lefty. Keith takes a called third. Tigers strand a runner at second. 7th inning stretch time in Texas. Brought to you by DTE. Manage your energy use and save. Go to DTEnergy.com/save energy. Tigers with a 1-0 lead at the stretch. This is the home.
Take a hack at guessing.
Terry Skubal trying to get through 7 for the 3rd time in his last 4 starts. And for the 9th time this year. So far, 8 starts of 7 innings or more, including his first career shutout, that incredible 5-0 win over Cleveland back at the end of May. First pitch swinging, Marcus Semien swings at a changeup and fouls it straight back, strike one. That was a fastball. Went up on the screen as a changeup, but it was 95, so I don't think his changeup is that much harder than it used to be. Pitch count a very reasonable 83 through 6. Swing and a miss. Foul tip to the glove of the catcher, Dylan Dingler. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2. Fastball stands him up. 3 straight fastballs to the righty Marcus Semien. He took a called third first time up. Bounce into a force last time up. Upright, relaxed stance, knees slightly flexed. Cocks the bat high over the right shoulder, swinging a foul back to the screen. Now cruising at 97 miles an hour.
Boy, nothing tricky about this at-bat, as you said. That's just four pitches, 4 fastballs. He shook to get to that last fastball, too.
The 1-2, swing and a miss. Got him with a changeup. Perfectly executed down below the knees.
Boy, and you just knew at some point he was going to pull out that pitch. 4 straight fastballs, just speeding him up. Oh, okay, he's going to come after me this time. Nope, and then he pulls the string on the 5th pitch way out in front for that first out of the inning.
He's had Garcia off balance his first 2 at-bats. First pitch changeup bounces up to home plate. Check some scores from the 1-800-CALL-SAM Studios scoreboard. Toronto sweeps San Francisco. San Francisco got hot for a minute in the first half, but they're staggering right now. 1-0. Up, check swing, didn't go on a changeup above the belt. 2-0. 8-6 Toronto over San Francisco. Toronto started the day with a 3-game lead over the Yankees. Yankees 4-2 winners over Atlanta today to salvage, or to take that series 2-1. Swing and a miss. Changeup middle. How about that? 2-0. Garcia's ready to sit on a fastball and hit it hard somewhere. Changeup.
And you know he was, too. He was sitting there going, I got to take my shot. I got to take the big swing. And Tarek knew it and pulled the string on him.
Big leg swing as Scooble goes into his motion. Fastball, swing and a miss. Late on 95 at the belt. There have been 95s and 96s more than we've seen in recent starts. But, Dan, looking at the reaction of these Texas batters, it's like it's 97, 98.
It's getting
They're
on
late.
him quickly, yeah.
The 2-2. Swing a line drive, base hit into left field. That'll be extra bases. Riley Green will have to play that off the wall. Adolis Garcia cruises into second. Just the 3rd hit of the night. First hit for somebody not named Corey Seager. That was a changeup.
Yeah. Yeah, that one stayed kind of right in the center of the plate. And Garcia put a good swing at it. I mean, his head was right down, and he'd been kind of flailing away with really big swings. That was well-timed, right on it, real good swing.
In at the corners, middle of the infield back. Torres trying to keep an eye on Garcia. Pitch in the dirt. Good block by Dylan Dingler on a 91-mile-an-hour slider. Kyle Higashioka at the plate, hitting .250. Hot this month. His bat had been very quiet right through June. He's had great swings in this series. 3 for 8. But one of the few hard-hit balls against Scooble was Higashioka back in the 4th. The strike one, up and away, the 1-0, I should say, up and away, 2-0, fastball missed away. A couple of other scores from the 1-800-CALL-SAM Studios scoreboard. Angels over Philadelphia 8-2, so they take 2 out of 3 in that weekend series in Philadelphia. The 2-0, swinging a shot into center field, a base hit. Garcia didn't read it well. My goodness. He'll stop at third. That's a big base running mistake. And for the moment, keeps the game 1-0 Tigers. Kyle Higashioka puts runners at the corners. I'm stunned that Garcia didn't take off.
The only thing I can think of is he because it was behind him,
right?
That he thought he was going to catch it possibly.
But he has to know where Sweeney is.
Exactly. He wasn't close to it. It was off the end of the bat and just kind of lobbed towards center field and behind him. That's
he
the first thing.
He would have walked home. Dan.
Yes. Just not, like you said, not knowing where Trey Sweeney was.
Wow. Chris Fetter out to the mound. Jonah Heim has popped out twice to Spencer Torkelson. Bullpen, Tyler Holton getting loose and I think ready. Some dangerous lefties on the bench for Bruce Bochy, so Holton will be the perfect guy to bring in if need be. But again, the pitch count is not an issue for Skubal. Well, he's approaching 100.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't say that. Been a couple of long at-bats.
You think that you'd want Tarek Skubal to face anybody that's at the plate to get out of this inning.
High pitch count of the year, 103. He's only had 4 double plays turned behind him. It's a low percentage of opportunities, so doesn't normally get the ground ball for a double play. Heim takes first pitch fastball, low and in, 98 ball 1.
Boy, there's that borderline pitch, and it was a little bit down. Tarek wanted it, but Alfonso Marquez, again, has a really good strike zone tonight and called it down, and it was a ball.
Garcia, the potential tying run, is at third. Higashioka at first, swinging a foul out of play. 97 middle. Remember, Heim gave Skubal a battle his last time up. Got ahead 2-0 and then 3-1. Skubal threw a strike, a couple of fouls, kept challenging him with fastballs. Heim has struggled mightily from both sides of the plate, batting righty here against the lefty. The 1-1. Check swing and foul off the hand. It looked like of Dylan Dingler. You can see him shaking his hand down there. Check swing makes it 1-2.
Yeah, you're right, Dan. The last at-bat, he finished him off with 4 straight fastballs, fouled another fastball off, and I think they were just thinking, he's seen a lot of fastballs, and he located that changeup really well. It was not a strike. It was down. You don't want to speed his bat up because he's a little bit late on those fastballs, but you think that he's kind of timing that fastball. You want to make sure that you make a pitch if it's going to be something off that fastball. And he knows he's getting to that end. That pitch count is getting high, so you know that he's reaching back to get everything he's got. He's emptying the tank right here.
This pitch is close. Heim will be swinging. He's a very aggressive hitter. The 1-2, swinging a foul out of play. 99 on the edge. Yeah, you would think this is the end of the night for Tarek Skubal with a pitch count now at 100. 101 to be precise. Cody Freeman waiting on deck. The 1-2, swing and a foul over the screen.
Well, you can just see Tarek's body, too. Just he's given it everything he's got. His follow-through, that whole backside is coming through with everything he's got. Putting everything he can behind that fastball.
Runners at the corners, 1 out. No walks, 10 strikeouts for Skubal. Trying to get Jonah Heim. Again, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with the curveball down. Oh, no, he got a piece of it. He got a piece of the curveball and the check swing. My goodness, he's thrown what? Maybe one of those tonight?
I was thinking the same thing.
That might be the first one.
I don't remember one. Maybe one, but where does that come from? Oh, man.
Did he get a piece of it? I didn't see the replay. What'd you think? I don't think he did.
It looked like he swung right over the top of it. That was...
Man. Wow. I was looking to see if he'd thrown a curveball tonight. He had not. I missed the first replay. Heim was now waiting for his 7th pitch of the at-bat. The 1-2. Swinging a pop-up, fouling out of play. Irritating. That was a foot outside. He just stuck his bat out. Fouled it off to the right. Holton will be coming in after this at-bat for sure. Highest pitch count of the year for Tarek Skubal at 104.
Well, he keeps taking those really uncomfortable-looking swings on anything off speed, thinking that he probably would stay with it.
The 1-2, swing and a miss. Got him with a changeup. Good call, Dan.
Yeah, it was just that fastball, so many fastballs, uncomfortable-looking swings, and he knew he could do it. Good pitch. Won that battle.
A.J. Hinch bounced out of the dugout. Entire infield to the mound. Some words of encouragement for A.J. Hinch. Absolutely. A pat on the chest. Everybody pats him on the back as he leaves the mound. Lots of Tiger fans here And even the Texas fans appreciate, I think, what Terry Skubal has done, because there are a lot of people on their feet, and they're not all Tiger.
Let's see if you can figure out the following baseball slang.
Went too far. Strike one.
Yeah, this is Tyler pitched on Friday and gets out of this inning, and he can keep those left-handed batters on the bench for the Rangers going into that eighth inning to hopefully turn it over to Will Vest.
Garcia, the runner at third. Higashioka at first. 1-0 Tigers. The strike one. Swing and a foul. Love that pitch. Fastball in on the hands. 0-2 on Cody Freeman.
Yeah, two excellent. And that's just the way Tyler Holton has been pitching for the last, I don't know, month. I mean, he's
starting to beat Tyler Holton.
He's making no mistakes. Those pitches are supposed to be in. A cutter in. Forcing fastball in on the hands.
The 0-2 in the dirt. Higashioka will scoot down to second. Tigers are not going to defend that. Freeman, good bat-to-ball skills in the minor leagues. Struck out against Skubal in the second. Soft fly ball to right. Last time up, again, hit .315 with those good bat-to-ball skills. Just 24 years old. Hands tight to the right shoulder as he cocks the bat over at the 1-2. Bounced up to home plate. Gets away from Dingler, and Garcia will score. Man. Curveball in the dirt. Dylan Dingler's so good at blocking, really one of the best in the game, but he couldn't block that one. That bounced in front of home plate.
It did. The first one he smothered. The only thing is he just kind of turned that left shoulder, kind of opened up, and when it hit his chest protector, that's what made it trickle over towards the Tigers' dugout.
2-2, swinging a soft ground ball to short. Sweeney will backhand flip it over to Torkelson at first. Freeman grounds out. Rangers tie it up on the wild pitch. We played 7 in a 1-1 game in Texas. Tigers trying to avoid the sweep. We head to the 8th on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
We know what you love. You love baseball.
First pitch to Gleyber Torres, softly past the mound. Seager will charge, try to barehand. That was his only play, and he couldn't make the play. The ball ends up trickling all the way across the third baseline to the left of home plate. Seager tracks it down, softly hit, infield single to start the 8th inning. Gleyber Torres 3 for 3 with a walk tonight.
Yeah, there was no way that they were going to get Gleyber Torres. Once that ball hit the mound, kind of kicked off the mound towards shortstop. Once it went by Chris Martin, it was not hit hard enough, and Gleyber was getting down that line. Corey Seager tried to barehand it, no chance to get him.
Brings up Riley Green, glad to not see a lefty on the mound. First pitch fastball up and away. Lefties had the decided edge against Martin, hitting 260 with some pretty solid power numbers. Martin's been around for a while. He's 39 years old. He's having a very good year. The 1-0. Wow. Middle of the plate. 94 middle. Called strike one. Smith is right in the baseline, well off the line at third with Seager up the middle. The outfield plays Riley to go the opposite way. The 1-1, swinging a soft line drive. That'll be knocked down by Seager. Throw to second, not in time. Whoa, bang, bang at the base at second. Softly hit one hopper. Seager gave chase onto the outfield grass, went off his glove, and because of that allowed Torres to get to second base by the barest of margins. How about these two hits?
Boy, right off the hands of Riley, and Gleyber just had to hold up because he didn't know if Corey Seager was going to be able to dive and make that play. And just off his glove, and like you said, Dan, if he catches that, he might be able to whirl and get Gleyber at second.
Yeah, if he catches it on the one hop cleanly. So two of the softest hit balls you will see. This is kind of how you have to beat Chris Martin. Doesn't give much up in the way of extra base hits. Torkelson at the plate. Takes ball one. Strike thrower, averages a strikeout an inning. Fastball at the knees for a called strike. They have taken two fastballs now, middle.
Chris Martin does throw a good amount of cutters. And maybe they're just kind of sitting back and just saying, waiting for that cutter, thinking it's going to maybe cut off the plate.
The 1-1. Cutter. Perfect at 93. Just as you described. That late action away from a righty, and that stayed in the strike zone on the outer edge. Fastball's at 95. The cutter averages 91. Not a guy who gets a lot of ground ball outs. The 1-2. Low and away. 97. Still in that right arm for this 39-year-old who has had some very good years in the major leagues. Kind of a late bloomer. Didn't make it to the majors till he was 28, but a solid 10-year career so far. The 2-2. Swing and a foul off of the catcher Higashioka. 0 for 2 for Torkelson tonight. Fly ball to left, a walk, and then the last time up, hanging breaking ball from Luke Jackson, and he popped it up again to left field, but he knew he missed an opportunity. Broke his bat on that foul. He'll get a new bat. Count is 2-2. 2 on to start the 8th inning for the Tigers. Tigers have had base runners in every inning except the 6th. 3 base runners in the second, 2 base runners in the third, but not at the same time. This is just the second time tonight they've had as many as 2 on at the same time. Torkelson ready. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a fastball up.
Boy, Dan, this four-seam fastball cutter combination from Chris Martin is pretty tough. He got that split finger, probably saves that for left-handers, but man, that riding fastball with the extension of 6'9" Chris Martin out there at the top of the strike zone, then that four-seam and cutter on the outside edge.
And so Perez has had good swings tonight. First pitch. Wow, another fastball middle for a called strike. It's got to be about the cutter. Riley Green, Spencer Torkelson, and Wenzel Perez have all taken fastballs middle or middle at the knees. The strike one goes up with the cutter above the belt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Line drive single to left, batting from the right side. A pop out to right, and then another line drive in the 6th inning, batting lefty. 2 good swings for Wenzel Perez. Came in hitting .257 with nice power numbers. The 1-1. Down. Splitter. This is an impressive repertoire.
Sure is.
And the fact that he's still got 97 at 39 years old. Some people might come knocking on the door for the Rangers at the trade deadline. The 2-1. High slicing foul out of play. Into the club level of seatings and down into the lower deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1-1 tie. We're in the 8th inning. 8th inning brought to you by Hatfield Foods. Better care, better pork. This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Detroit Tigers may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Detroit Tigers. The 2-2. Away. Sinker. At 91.
Yeah, I thought that was more the split finger type action.
I think that was the splitter.
Yeah. He does throw a sinker, but 91, he's going to be more like 94, 95 with the sinker.
The 3-2. Swing and a pop-up. Softly down the line, Josh Smith, the third baseman, will make the catch about 10 feet fair, 40 feet beyond the infield dirt. 2 on to start the inning. Now 2 on, 2 outs. That'll leave it up to Matt Vierling. Matt's 0 for 3 tonight. 3 balls to the outfield, 2 routine fly balls, 1 to straightaway center. Wyatt Langford made a really nice running catch on. He's made 2 of those same catches in this game, deep on the line. First pitch from Chris Martin, swing and a foul out of play. Fastball in the cutter, strike 1. Torres, the runner at second. He represents a potential go-ahead run. Rangers have just tied this game on a wild pitch. Skubal left with runners at the corners. Holton so good at stranding inherited runners. Wild pitch allowed Garcia to score to tie it up. Martin, the big righty, sets the strike 1. High and away. Fastball misses above the belt. Seager rarely shades toward the hole at short. He's straight up. Josh Smith is deep, 4 steps off the line. Outfield plays Vierling to go the opposite way. That's how he likes to go, the opposite way. 1-1. Another fastball in the strike zone. The cutter, 1-2.
Yeah, when he throws that cutter too, he doesn't make a mistake with it.
He really doesn't.
No.
Vierling sinks down into his stance, the upper body upright, the bat upright. The 1-2. High and away. He's seen the ball well. 6 walks, 10 strikeouts. 42 at-bats coming in. Still trying to get the bat going. He's had good swings first 2 games, trying to deliver a big 2-out hit here in the 8th inning in the 1-1 game. Torres at second, Green at first. The 2-2 again. High and tight. 5th pitch of the at-bat is ball 3.
Boy, and you like it that he goes 3-2, so both the runners are off. And just real interesting if he's going to go to that cutter and try to just place it on that outside part of the plate.
You would think. Runners take off. 3-2, swing and a foul. Cutter in. Vierling hit it off his foot. Dylan Dingler's had nothing but good swings. He's waiting on deck, but all eyes right now on the guy at the plate. Matt Vierling is going to see at least 7 pitches in this trip to the plate. The Tigers scored in the 2nd inning. Rangers just tied it up on a wild pitch. Martin sets, holds the glove away from the letters when he sets. Runners go, 3-2, swinging a line drive, base hit into center. Torres around third, he will score. Green over to third. Matt Vierling delivers with 2 outs in the 8th, and the Tigers take a 2-1 lead.
Great at-bat by Matt Vierling. Just waited him out, Chris Martin tried to sneak that four-seam fastball on it, and Matt Vierling was waiting for it, finally got it, and shot it right back up the middle.
And Chris Martin got hurt. I'm not sure how, but he is in pain behind the mound and limping. What an at-bat. I think it was on the delivery.
I think so, too, though. It's the way it looked.
He wasn't going to back up a base anywhere. It's just that something on when he finished his motion landed wrong, but he's hobbled right now. This does not look like a guy, unless he just tweaked it and he's going to be okay. He's not going to be able to stay in the game. Something happened. He is limping off the field. Something with a left knee, left leg. Matt Vierling has delivered with 2 outs in the 8th inning, 2 of the softest singles you will see, and then a bullet into center field. Matt Vierling makes it a 2-1 game. Rangers will have to go to their bullpen. 2 on and 2 outs, runners at the corners. 2-1 Tigers in the 8th. While they make the change, we'll pause to these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
At Comerica
replays on Chris Martin, there was nothing obvious. It's not like his landing foot, Dan, hit a bad pocket on the mound and twisted. There was nothing to indicate that he had hurt himself. But clearly, on that last delivery, something in his left leg, it looked like, bothered him and was quite painful.
Yeah, because the ball was shot up the middle, and as soon as it was shot up the middle, he was already limping as he went in out of his follow-through. So he delivered the baseball and then was kind of walking, and whatever he tweaked, it was painful from the minute he let go of the ball.
It's a pretty big right-left split for Bushley. He's shut down righties. They've hit 240 but no power. Lefties have hit him at a 330 clip with power. Dylan Dingler, those on everything tonight. Line drive single, line drive double, line out deep to center field. It'd be nice to add on another run. First pitch from the righty, off the plate and in with a sinking 92-mile-an-hour fastball, ball one.
Wouldn't you just love to see somehow sneak another run across that plate?
It's a 6-pitch mix for this righty. Dingler takes fastball outer third, four-seam and two-seam fastball. Then you throw in some cutters, a few sliders, curveball if he feels like it, and a changeup. 6 pitches for this reliever. Green coming down the line at third. Veerling edges off of first. Pitch to Dingler. Breaking ball away.
Boy, that curveball right there, you could see him just slow that arm speed down. Just not the same delivery as that fastball. Really slowed it down.
Hoosley works over on the first base side of the rubber, the 2-1. Called strike, fastball at the knees. 2-1 Tigers in the 8th inning. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Corwell Health, reminding you together we can overcome any obstacle, fight any battle. Dingler waves that black bat across home plate once, twice, tucks that left shoulder in as he cocks a bat high with the right, really spreads out, gets down into his legs, swing and a miss. Fastball up. Dingler strikes out. Tigers break the tie on a big 2-out line drive single from Matt Veerling. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, 2-1 Tigers. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer. This is the value of having Tyler Holton back to being Tyler Holton in your bullpen. As Dan pointed out, Bruce Bochy would love to unload his bench with his lefties, but Tyler Holton's on the mound. He shuts down lefties and getting back to being a tough lefty on righties. Justin Foscue at the plate. First pitch down and in, ball 1. Just 1 for 8 this year with the Rangers, and now 3 for 50 in his major league career going back to last year. Called strike makes it 1-1. 8-9-1 hitters. The 1-1 swing and a pop-up foul. Dingler comes back out of play. Final line for Tarek Skubal, brought to you by Figer Law. All they do is win. Pretty good final line, Dan.
Yeah.
1 run on 4 hits. No walks, 11 strikeouts. No walks, 11 strikeouts.
That's where you're talking about some of those things that he's gotten better at. I mean, he's great last year at, limiting base on balls and high strikeouts, but this year's unbelievable.
1-2, swinging a foul out of play, a 10-1 strikeouts to walk. I mean, let's face it, you're aiming for, these days, 3-1, 2-1. I mean, certainly 2-1, but 3-1. All right, you're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
You're kind of elite level. 10-1.
10-1.
Strikeouts to walks.
I mean, I get the strikeouts. I've always said all year long, I get all that. But, I mean, it's just no walks. It's just no walks, 11 strikeouts. No walks, 13 strikeouts.
The 1-2. Cutter away. Again, a strong, accurate strike zone for Alfonso Marquez.
Yep. Yeah, he got a pitch, I thought. One of the very rare pitches. I think it was the second pitch that he had called strike, cutter.
2-2, swing and a miss. Got him with the fastball. And it caught a lot of the plate.
Wow.
Foscue swung right through the 92. One out in the eighth inning, 2-1 Tigers on top. Tarek Skubal has struck out 10 or more 7 times this year. 5 times with zero walks.
Yeah.
The other 2 times he had a struggle. One walk.
Yeah. I mean, that's just amazing to me.
Ezekiel Duran, right-handed batter at the plate. First pitch, swinging a pop-up foul and out of play. So to total it up, 7 games of 10 strikeouts or more. 2 walks, 80 strikeouts in those games.
2 walks.
2 walks
So
and 80 strikeouts.
40-1
in his double-digit strikeout games. Duran takes fastball up and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. I mean, you just kind of laugh.
Really, Dan, I sit around and I went, like, I'd walk 5 guys in a game sometimes. That's a month for him.
The 1-1. Got him on the outside edge with the cutter. That's his pitch.
That's why I just shake my head. And he's unhittable and no walks.
Time called at home plate. So good to see Tyler Holton getting back to what we're used to seeing. Gave up 3 runs in an outing against Pittsburgh in mid-June, and since then it's been 2 runs on 7 hits and 15 innings of work. The 1-2. A little bit up and away. Remember, he got on, if not an epic roll, it was kind of an epic roll to end last season. Going by memory, but it was like, I don't know, 2 or 3 runs his last 54 innings. It was something ridiculous. 2-2, swing and a miss. Got him. Cutter on the back door. Duran flailed, 2 up, 2 down.
And you know that's when he's going good, is when he's painting that outside corner with that sinker, that changeup, and that backdoor cutter.
Will Vest is ready, and so is A.J. Hinch. Out to the mound, takes the ball from Tyler Holton. 2 outs, 8th inning, 2-1. Tigers base is empty, and while the Tigers make the change, we'll pause for these words on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
No matter.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
I really don't know what to say. I'm just so happy I gave something these people cheer. We all did. I mean, it was a great game. Both teams played incredible. It was a great game.
That's Mike Piazza after he hit an 8th inning go-ahead home run in the first New York Mets home game after 9/11. Hear moments like this and more on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the radio since 1921.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run, and the Cardinals have won the game by the score of 3-2 on a home run by the Wizard. Go crazy.
Catch the next unforgettable call on the MLB app and MLB.com.
We are Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Tigers.
He's throwing more. The sinker, I think, has been awesome to right-handers.
First pitch, swing and a miss. Wyatt Langford can't find the swing and miss fastball. There aren't a lot of those in this game. Will Vest has a swing and miss fastball.
And then he's starting to mix in more change-ups to the left-handed hitters. He's starting to be really fun to watch.
Strike one. Fastball perfect on the black away. No balls, 2 strikes. Walked 3 in his last outing, but we're just going to forget that Seattle series. Nothing went right there. Seattle they were doing some magic on Tigers pitchers. Swing and a miss. Fastball up and away. Nothing fancy. Fastball, swing and miss. Will Vest strikes out Langford on 3 pitches. We head to the 9th inning, 2-1 Tigers after 8 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
Great.
Add a run. Vest will be facing 2-3-4 hitters, Seager, Simeon, Garcia in the 9th. First pitch to McKinstry, curveball misses away. Zach 1 for 2 with a walk. Just always like it when he gets on base because you know he's looking to run. I was looking at the base running for Tigers batters this year, Dan. Fastball perfect at the knees for a called strike, 1-1. I knew Zach McKinstry had the best numbers, but just checking in on where everybody was, Zach McKinstry is taking the extra base at a 75% clip. Pitch away. Another curveball misses. Remember, league average is in the low 40s. How often do you go first to third on a single, second to home on a single, first to home on a double? That's the extra base taken percentage. League's at 42. Zach McKinstry's at 75%. Off the plate away with a cutter. There's only one base runner better, and that's Jarren Duran of the Boston Red Sox. But if you're above 50%, okay, you got my attention. Above 60%, that's elite. He's at 75%, swinging a foul back to the screen. And it's been that way all year.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, the year he's having, you can just picture it in your mind that it's been going on that way all year long because he's on base all the time.
The 3-2, swinging a line drive into center. He hit it too hard. Right to Langford. Another good swing for Zach McKinstry. Line drive out.
Boy, and you could just see it right off the bat, too. You know, he just drilled it so hard, and Wyatt Langford, just as you said, just plays that shallow center field. He took a couple steps to his right, was just right there. Didn't have to get on his horse, nothing. Couple steps, boom, right to him.
The other thing he's done so well all year is keep that line drive rate close to 30%. Swinging a pop-up foul and out of play. League's around 20%. He's been at 30% all year, so people ask, can he keep up this production? The career would say probably he's going to cool off a little bit these last 2 months, and yet, when you keep hitting line drives everywhere, you can keep doing what he's doing. 2 more line drives tonight. 1 hit, 1 out. Sweeney swings, fouls it on the ground right through the legs of the catcher, Jonah Hine. No balls and 2 strikes.
He got out to that marvelous start and then kind of cooled for a little bit and then got hot again. And, you know, it's been a very, very consistent
Very steady.
Yes.
Brought an 820 on base plus slugging OPS into the game tonight. Booshley, the righty, works from the stretch, the 0-2, high and tight. Sweeney came in for Javi Baez. We have not gotten word on what the reason was for Javi leaving the game. Only 1 at-bat, took a called third back in the 7th inning in his only at-bat of the night. Upright, open stance. Changeup bounces up to home plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Booshley ready, the 2-2. Got him. 93 on the black. In to Sweeney for a called third. Perfect pitch.
Yeah, that had Trey Sweeney kind of jackknifing out of the way, and just that swing back, sinking fastball came back and just caught that inside part of the plate.
Tigers trying to snap a 6-game losing streak. I was looking today at all the good teams, Dan. The Dodgers, the Yankees, Phillies, Mets. They've all had long losing streaks this year. Swinging a line drive off the bat of Colt Keith, fouled on the right field line. The Yankees have lost 6 straight. That was back in June. Mets lost 7 straight in June. The Dodgers lost 7 straight. They had a 7-game losing streak right up to the break. Won a couple of games, but they just got swept by the Brewers. 6-5 to the final today. So they've lost 10 of their last 12. Just a good reminder. Every team just about goes through this kind of stretch. Every team. The Cubs have only lost 3 in a row. That's their longest losing streak. But basically, everybody else that you would consider a good team has had stretches like this. Heath came into the game in the 7th inning, struck out against Milner, swings and pops it up. Playable behind home. Nope, over the screen, 1-2. And every year I'm reminded just how long a 162-game season is.
Right. You know, and what these players go through. You know, I mean, they're halfway. I mean, they're further than halfway, games played wise, but they're halfway. They've got a lot of baseball left.
The 1-2. Missed in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. What AJ was trying to tell his team, I remember 2 summers ago, it's like, hey, these can't be the dog days of summer because we're getting to the point where we're trying to get to the point where you're playing for another 2.5 months.
Exactly.
Not 1.5. The 2-2 in the dirt with the sinker. 3-2 on Keith.
Make a mistake right here. A couple good swings from Cole Keith in this at bat. Then on 2 pitches.
The 3-2. Good trip to the plate. Draws a walk. Change up down, laid off.
Keep that perfect night going, Glaber.
3 for 3 plus a walk. Scored the go-ahead run last inning. That collection of hits against Chris Martin, or at least the first 2. How about that? Softly hit past the mound, infield single for Torres. Flip over to first. Keith dives back head first. Riley Green hit a line drive that bounced very softly. Seager giving chase onto the outfield turf. Couldn't feel the soft bounce. Popped out of his glove, and that allowed Torres to get to second. First pitch to Torres. Low and away. Big sweeping slider was ball out of hand, ball one. Lifted that average up to 282 with his 3 hits tonight. The 1-0. Swing and a pop-up. Playable. Softly into the glove of first baseman Foscue. Couple feet foul just beyond the infield dirt. Torres pops out. First time he's been retired tonight. That's the 3rd out of the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Tigers trying to take this finale. They've got a 2-1 lead. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball presented. It's a Corey Seager, line drive on one, soft top to Sweeney by second base. Flips it over to Torkelson. Chest high throw, 1 pitch, 1 out. Corey Seager swung at the first pitch in 3 of his 4 at-bats. 2 hits, a line out, and now a soft one hopper to short.
You know, that's what has made Will Vest so good, is he's facing their best hitter right now, and once he pull out the changeup, he's starting to throw that a lot more to left-handed hitters and saying, you know what, I know he's sitting on fastball, pulls the string a little bit right off the end for out number 1.
Out number 2 coming, Marcus Semien, pop fly to right. Wenzel Perez waving his arms, makes the catch, 2 pitch, 2 outs in the 9th inning. Facing the 2, 3, 4 hitters. Adolis Garcia, the last hope for the Rangers. Doubled in the 7th inning, scored on a wild pitch. Will Vest attacking these Rangers hitters. Has needed 5 pitches to get 3 outs. First pitch fastball, perfect on the black away, strike 1.
Yeah, you make pitches with your 4-seam fastball like that. I mean, he's challenging them, but he's making pitches with it.
The strike 1, off the plate and in with a sinker. Tremendous movement into a right-handed batter. Garcia stays right there, deep in the right-handed batter's box. Knees bent, tucks that left shoulder in. Cocks the bat over the right. Fastball in, check swing, foul out of play. frustrated with himself. He couldn't hold up, and the Rangers are down to their last strike.
But that's what is making Will Vest so tough, as he spots that four-seam fastball that then busts that sinker. Really good tail-end action right in on the knuckles of those right-handed hitters.
Vest from the stretch, middle of the rubber, gets the sign and sets. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. Tigers win. High heat wipes out Adolis Garcia, and the Tigers end their 6-game losing streak with some impressive pitching tonight. Skubal, Holton, and Vest combine to shut down the Rangers. The Tigers scratch out a run in the 8th and come away with a really big win. Our final score, the Tigers take the finale in Texas with a 2-1 win.
At Comerica Bank, we're creating opportunity for small businesses to